My name is Natalie Bohin, and I'm a junior at USF. I'm majoring in literary studies and minoring in dance. I started dancing when I was 4, but then I really did not like dance because I didn't like being told what to do. I was much more like, oh, I want to dance this way, so I should be able to dance this way if I want to. I also liked setting different choreography really on my cousins at home. So we were kind of like sisters. So we put on different plays for my parents, which had my own kind of movement. Anyway, I got more involved in modern dance because of it. I was able to explore choreography like in a professional setting more so than just being in my little room and dancing a little bit. I moved on to USF, started my freshman year here, and in my freshman year I was able to do the Study Abroad in Paris program. And so when I was there in Paris, I was like, oh, I want to do more than just dance. I want to be involved in literature, and I want to be involved in art, and I want to be involved still in dance. I choreograph similar to how I would write an essay. So when I write an essay, okay, this is the grand idea of what I want to do. This is my thesis statement. I do not write chronologically. I do not choreograph chronologically. My brain just doesn't work like that. So then I just take my notebook, jot down a bunch of different movements. And from there, I take all those sentences of movement and I have to add in the whens and the buts and the ands and the transition sentences. So it flows naturally rather than just being like phrase 1, phrase 2, and it doesn't make sense. So that's how I choreograph. It's just a bunch of sentences everywhere, and then I piece them together like a puzzle. When I was choreographing last year, I had 2 dancers, Tori and Bo. Bo was so involved in so many different productions. He was going to different places and presenting a piece that I did not have him that much for the rehearsal process. It was actually mainly just Tori and I. With Tori, she started to kind of get a little bit frustrated my choreographic process because I'm very picky. Tori tends to use, just naturally, she uses one energy. If she would just like move her arm like this going into something, this is completely different than if you're like this. It's a different quality. It conveys a different emotion. So that's just kind of how I like to use movement. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on applying for a PhD program. And so I'm hoping to get my PhD in literature with also a focus in art history and dance studies. It does exist. There's not very many programs, but it does exist. I'm going to get dancers, and I want to still produce my own work. So I'm going to be, on one hand, studying artists, analyzing authors, and also being an artist in practice.